First Alert meteorologist Jeff Ray from the First Alert Weather Center. Let's talk about spring. Some of the key dates. Meteorological spring starts March 1st. We chop it up in 3 months at a time each season. It makes it so much easier to keep track of the climate numbers instead of sliding start dates and end dates for each season. The average last freeze is March 12th. The vernal equinox is March 19th. Talking about March 12th as the average last freeze, that also varies quite a bit across North Texas. The earliest one ever has been January 7th. The latest has been in April, but as we stand right now, the last freeze was January 22nd. With 10 days looking forward, we have no freezes in the forecast. So if by small chance we don't get another freeze at DFW, and that would be a small chance, it would be the second earliest last freeze ever. And as far as rainfall, that's a little uneven as well when we talk about spring rain. Just take a look at what happened in 2015. Second wettest spring on record, 25 inches of rain. And then just 2 years later, that spring, minus 20 inches of that number. 5 inches of rain, the sixth driest spring on record. And take a look at the last two springs. They've been well below normal as well. Normal is just a little under a foot of rain, and last year we had about 8 inches of rain. Still shows up, by the way, in lake levels. It never really recovered from the dry spring and dry summer that we had last year. Eagle Mountain Lake is 6 feet under normal pool. Lake Worth is 3 feet under. And there are some lakes that are in pretty good shape, especially in our eastern half. Look in our western half, and Lake Bridgeport is 15 feet below normal. Proctor Lake is almost 13 feet, but that's a lake that struggles often trying to keep to full pool. Now, this is an El Nino winter, and that means wet conditions along the west coast because of an active southern jet. And that rain kind of spills over here. They're expecting even more rain in Southern California. It's already been very wet January and early start to February, but the effect of that spills into North Texas. We did have a above normal rainfall amount in January, and we are expecting the same in February. So maybe some relief for some of these lakes that need the water. By the way, the spring outlook, it nudges into parts of North Texas, an outlook where at least the start of spring for March and April, we could have above normal rainfall, which would be nice. We've been dry the last two springs. It'd be nice to have one at least with normal rainfall. And as far as temperatures, there's no real clear signal on if it's going to be a cool spring or a warm spring, but it does look like a warm start to the spring along our northern states, which has already enjoyed pretty much a above normal winter as well. There's your spring update. We'll be getting new numbers in mid-February, and I'll update you then.